What's up, guys? I'm Zach from HalfPace Outdoors. Welcome to the Quarantine Diaries. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Fire and Ice Outdoors camp knife. Just got this squirrel at like 20 yards with the crossbow. So we all want to know what's wrong with me, right? Right. I just want to talk about some EDC today. My fire went out last night. I don't normally do gear reviews, but this week we're doing a few of them as part of the Quarantine Diaries, and it's partially because I'm somewhat stuck at home. Quite fall into the category, but if you guys have followed the channel this week at all, I've been dealing with some health issues, and I had to get out of the house today. That issue is a urinary tract infection that caused a couple other complications. That's all I'm going to say about it because it's a little embarrassing. So today we're going to beat on this thing and see how it does. It's been a solid performer so far. Now, the only thing I've done to this before we're doing this review is I sharpened it, and I put a little bit of a convex grind on the cutting edge. No particular reason for a convex, it's just how I ended up sharpening this one. I mean, around the house it's been a great knife. I've had this thing bouncing around on my hip on the four-wheeler a little bit, and in its leather sheath it stays in there. It doesn't come out. Are all like hollow style pins, and I don't have, like, there's no issue with the pins coming through. The back spine on this it's fair. I like it. I think it's a pretty sharp spine on it, and we will try striking a ferro rod with it. So let's try some batoning, some scraping, some feather stickings, and see how it does on a ferro rod. Batoning isn't something I normally do with a knife, but everybody else likes doing that. I feel tools are purpose driven. I've got an axe and a tomahawk for that. But yeah, we'll show you for you guys. All right, here we go. You guys might hear a kid playing in the background. Not sorry, it's a beautiful day out. He can be out here too. This is from a really old growth pine, so it's pretty solid wood. It's not a little new growth tree. Now I am spinning these to find the natural check in these. And I am running this thing, there's a couple little knots in these too, and I know that makes a difference.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Booger.
I'm like hiking.
Yeah, you're hiking?
Yeah, alone.
Okay, Daddy's doing a knife review. That's why that was getting harder. You guys see that? There's like two little knots that converge right there. I'll be honest with you guys, feather sticking is not something that I'm the best at. So if you're better at this than I am, hey, awesome. Another thing that these little reviews is helping me do is develop some of my skills with a knife. Not bad. Not bad at all. Should I have said let's make some curls instead of feather sticks? Well, there we go. That's some nice fine curls in that too. Yeah, that's not so bad, right? You guys can hear the wind, so let's see if we can get some scrapings without them blowing away. Yeah. All right. Now, like I said, guys, I've only been really using this around the house. I've not brought this thing out in the woods yet. There we go. That's nice. One of the tests everybody wants to see. How good does it strike a ferro rod? Oh man. I know you guys can see that. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on it either. That's just digging in. That's nice. It's not a coconut, it's a walnut. But that's a very good knife test. Let's crack a walnut open with this thing. Here we go.
I like to see it. Can you turn it around?
No, buddy, you can't turn the camera around or we won't be able to see cracking the walnut.
Boom! Thanks for cutting open the coconut. Boom!
Walnut, not a coconut, a walnut. Watch your fingers.
Now let's get all the pieces together. To it.
go this way? What happens if we go across the grain of a walnut?
Boom!
Boom!
Yeah. I'm gonna see that one right here because chipmunks are going to be munching on.
Now I'm constantly checking the edge of the blade on here because 1095 steel is fairly soft. But it's holding up. Let's see how the tip holds up. And you guys know that this is not something you normally do with a knife. Some guys do. This is not something I normally do with a knife. But you reviewer watchers like abuse. It's that knot stopped it. Here, and I'll even show you. That and the fact that this is actually like probably still slightly green wood. But there's that little knot. And I'm also prying against the edge. I'm not being nice to this knife right now. Because if it's not sharp, you can see the cutting edge. If it's sharp, you can't see that cutting edge. And it feels like it's staying uniformly sharp all the way down the blade. This is the only comparison I'm going to do in this video. My Holtzman Gorilla Survival Knife, the Fire and Ice Outdoor. Let's compare how each knife throws sparks. It's not bad. This one grabs globs of this metal. And I'm not putting a whole lot of effort into that. Okay, here's your little preview of the leather sheath that comes with it. I like the leaf design. I do. A little bit of a close-up of those handles. Here's the steel. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'm just trying to clean the dirt off the edge so I can see it better. or not see it better. For all the guys carrying a leather strap in their pack, like, why aren't you just wearing a leather belt? I've been doing this since Boy Scouts, man. Yeah, guys, I'm not seeing the edge on this thing at all. Barry, I know you're going to see this. You asked for an honest review. When this knife arrived, it was so soaked in oil, it took me a good half an hour of cleaning for the oil to stop coming out of the wood handle. You can look this up on his website too. 6 pieces of carbon steel number 43 and number 40. I'm not a steel expert, so whatever that means, okay. And then 5 pieces of high carbon 1095 steel. I know 1095 steel, that's in my tomahawk. So, and I've got a couple other 1095 steel knives. It's a pretty durable steel. We have a Rockwell hardness of 55 to 56, an overall length of 8 inches. I believe it's a 4-inch blade, but it's not listed on his website, and I don't have my ruler down here to be able to show you, which would leave about a 4-inch handle. And the way this fits in my hand, that's about right. I'm not gonna make it do stuff that I don't expect the knife to do. All right, guys, I will link his website below for you guys to go check these out. And yeah. Thanks for coming to HalfPace Outdoors. I'm Zach. We'll see you on the next one. Remember, find your way.